Why fucking? Why did I love you? Why did I trust you? What's good, YouTube? MarlonmadethatTV back with another video, and today I got Baddies Africa Reunion Part 1, you feel me? But before we get into that, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of new content across all platforms. But without further ado, I'm gonna get straight into it. Now, I did do a review on my TikTok, y'all, briefly, but I'm gonna get more in detail into this video, so stay tuned to the end, feel me? But basically, you know, all the ladies walk in out the black truck. You know, they do their entries and their walkthroughs. I feel like Scotty had the best look and entrance, like, and probably Natalie. Everybody else, it was either mid or, you know, it was just cool or whatever. So when they get backstage, the first we see is Pretty P, Diamond, and Marissa. But Pretty P asks Diamond, does she still have smoke with Natalie? And Diamond says that she got her in London, and it was weird that Pretty P was trying to get it was weird that Natalie was trying to get Pretty P to fight her. That was weird, but she said if you know Natalie still needs that from London, then she could get that. And also Pretty P mentions the fact that Natalie did unfollow her for not fighting Diamond, and Pretty P states that she's not a send-off and she was cool with Diamond all season, which rightfully so. It didn't make sense for Natalie to think Pretty P was gonna fight Diamond for her. That was hella dumb. So then we get Rolly, Anna, and Scotty sit down, you know, talking and reviewing what's going on. And Rolly says she's been missing Anna, feel me, and she didn't like how Natalie fired her. Scotty popped up on the scene and was like, she ain't get fired, you feel me? So Anna's like, yeah, period. So, you know, they talking about that or whatever. So then it cuts to K-Rican, Fauna, Kokilla, and Tavy. And basically K-Rican was mostly talking for the team, but she was just like, hey, if anybody need that from my bitches or on that with my bitches, I'm on that, you feel me? So then we get the big three and Elsie talking, and Summer mentions Ivory not showing up and Russian Cream not showing up. That shit was funny because Summer was like, man, all that silly ass goofy ass shit, I was dying. So then it cuts back to Diamond, Pretty P, and Marissa, and Diamond brings up Marissa and who she got beef with. So Diamond says, do you still got smoke with Kokilla? Like, what's up? She said, yeah, because, you know, they were going back and forth dissing each other, which I didn't even know. And they will fight each other if needed. Pretty P was like, wait, which song did she diss you? And you know the song like, Usha, come get your nigga hoe. I did not know that was in diss towards Marissa. I just thought she was doing that because the sound was viral. But yeah, she was actually dissing Marissa because she was fucking with her baby daddy. So I'm like, you feel me? So then Diamond says, you know, Pretty P, who she got smoke with. And Pretty P says, you know, it's still up with Summer and Dolly pretty much. You know, she said Dolly need that, so she gonna get at the Dolly. And Summer, you know, she just gonna smack her because it's Summer, you feel me? So it cuts back to the big three and Elsie. And Summer says, if Elsie is on that tonight and does what she do, she deserves a Baddies chain. Lex intervenes, is like, no, I love Elsie, but Kokilla deserves that chain. Elsie says, stop fucking playing with me. Bitch, stop fucking playing with me, you feel me? I don't think Lex was wrong though. I feel like Killa, as far as the whole season did go, Elsie turned it up towards the end, but Kokilla was like from episode like I want to say 2 or 3, like in the rest of the season on, she was always like talked about, or one of her bitches, whether it was K-Rican, Fauna, or her, like they were always like part of the episode, like that made it. So yeah, I would definitely say Killa deserves her chain. So then cuts back to Rolly, and Rolly asks Scotty, you know, what's up with her and Lex and stuff like this. And I'm so tired of this because, bro, Scotty do not want smoke with Lex for real. Like, she'll be like, oh, she's not gonna shut me up. She's not ever gonna shut me up. I'm not ever gonna let her think she could disrespect me. Like, I'm not someone that you could disrespect. But it's like, then she press you for a fade, or she wants to fight you, then you just like, oh no, I'm not doing that, I'm better than this, I'm bigger than that. And I just like, yeah, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Ugh. So then the big three end up linking up with Natalie, and finally we get Dolly Myers. Dolly is not in the building. We get Dolly Myers. You feel me? She got her motherfucking mask on walking through. So Natalie was being hella messy to the other girls, saying, to the big three, saying that the other girls are not on their level. And I'm like, damn, didn't nobody take offense to that? Kokilla, Fauna, nobody. I mean, maybe they didn't, you know, take it personal, but because they want to keep their job. But Natalie was just like, she not fucking with Marissa, Kokilla, like none of them for real. You feel me? And they're on the level, and she basically want to wrap up the season like quick. Like, she wants the big three to go out there, do their big one, wrap the season up so they could start for Baddies USA. So So then it cuts to Natalie and let me perform at Baddies. That shit was funny because he wanted to be in the camera so bad. Like Louis really is trying to like really be a rapper, and it's like, bro, stay as a CEO for real. But I ain't gonna lie, when Natalie performed I Do What I Want, I ain't gonna lie, that shit had me turn. I like that song, so hey, Natalie, I gotta give you your 10s. You did that. So they bring Janisha out on stage, you feel me? She introduces her co-host, which is first Bobby Lights, which we could have had Isaiah J or somebody, but you know, whatever. And then we get Saucy, you feel me? He came out giving Caroline's mother. I don't know what that was, but you know, it's okay. So they give Roland Ray a tribute, which I thought was dope. So then Saucy says that they always save their drama for either online or confessionals, and that the girls don't really get a chance to see what anybody says about them until confessionals are filmed. So Janisha asks Saucy, like, who's the fate that he really wants to see, and he says Rolly and Natalie, which I don't even think they fought, but, you know, he was anticipating that. So Saucy, Janisha, Bobby, they start talking about all the fates they want to see, and then Janisha introduces and brings out the first baddie, which is Rolly, you feel me? And, of course, they ask her about Natalie, and Rolly says, you know, I got to stand on business when it comes to Natalie and stuff like that, which I think is cap, because I don't even think she touched her. Like, you didn't even pinch the bitch. So, yeah, there's that. So then, boom, the second baddie to bring out is Scotty. She hit the stage, and Saucy immediately asks her, you know, what's up with Lex, and do she need that? You feel me? But Scotty, in so many words, was basically saying, like, she don't have beef with Lex, and that Lex be wanting to fight her for no reason or whatever. But I think that's cap. I think you be asserting yourself in all Lex's drama in her business, and then you get mad whenever she direct her energy to you. So I think if you're going to say your opinion, either say your opinion without being shady or just shut the fuck up, because she going to get on that. So then Janisha ends up asking Scotty, are Natalie and her still friends? And it was really a vague question, but Scotty said that's really up to Natalie. That's not up to me, you feel what I'm saying? But I guess they're like neutral. So then they introduce Anna to the stage and stuff. So they asked her about Natalie and Stunner Girl, like how she felt about fighting them. They ran the clip back. You know, Anna got that, no shade. And then Anna mentions the fact she hates Stunner because Stunner got her robbed by her goons. And I didn't even know Get Active, like Stunner's song, was a diss towards Anna. I like that song too. That shit hard. But yeah, she mentioned that. And then Tommy, they end up bringing Tommy on stage or whatever. And they ask, you know, they gonna make sure that Tommy don't got nothing in that motherfucking bag, because you know she got a trick up her sleeve. So then she's like, hey, the crowd, this ain't got nothing to do with you, so everybody duck. Like, what? And then I think Bobby was like, hey, what's in that bag? What's in that bag? And then she had said acid or something. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know, Tommy. You what? Just so Bobby starts like kind of trolling Tommy. I don't know. It was like a weird interaction between them, but not too much. I'm just going to the next part. So they end up bringing out B, you feel me? And you know the crowd, they love her, so they going crazy. So they end up asking her who she got smoked with. And most of the girls that she did have beef with, you weren't there. Choco, Russian, Latina, who else? Yeah, I think that was it. Like, everybody else besides Natalie, like, that was there. She didn't have really no beef. So she was like, hey, if Natalie come out here and ask for a fade, you know, and say line that shit up, she gonna meet her right there. You feel me? So after that, you feel me, they want to bring out another baddie. So they bring out LCK from Zimbabwe. And boy, when I tell you, they motherfucking booed her damn near out the building. I'm like, damn, what the fuck else he do? I know she, you know, a couple confessionals, she wasn't up to par. But that don't give you right. But someone on my TikTok, I commented and was like, she was switching up on TV, or she was switching up in the beginning. And which, I mean, yeah, you can say that. But, I mean, I feel like it was fake from both sides. Like, Tavy and Fauna, or like, oh, not Tavy and Fauna, Tavy and Elsie, or Tavy, Russian, and Elsie. Like, that trio wasn't about to work out. Like, I don't know why everybody was trying to be clicked up, but yeah. And I didn't think it was necessary. Like, she didn't even do nothing that bad that warranted her to get booed, but she got booed or whatever. But Elsie came out on time, and she needed that from Rolly because, you know, Rolly was trolling her. Rolly said she looked like Michael Jackson, and it was just like playing on her top. It was just playing on her motherfucking top. She was not feeling that. So, you know, Rolly get up. She ended up swinging the fuck out of Elsie. I'm talking about just like rotisserie chicken, Elsie. I felt so bad. You feel me? And Rolly, like, what's up? Like, you ain't got no panties on. Like, and you talking about you gotta take a shit. Like, you got your ass all out. Like, what's up with that? Like, oh my gosh. So Elsie ends up throwing Rolly wig in the crowd. Let's say, you feel me? The crowd going crazy trying to motherfucking pull the wig. I was like, get the wig, get the wig. So the crowd was cheering for Rolly, which I'm like, y'all was just booing her last season for being a bully. I don't know, like, fans flip poppy, so, they cheering for Rolly or whatever, so Elsie really wants her round 2, but Rolly said she not wasting her time, like, on fighting LCK, but I will give LCK respect. She stood on her business, and she got out there, like, she didn't just let Rolly punk her or none of that, but the crowd and Saucy, them wanted her to do a round 2, but Rolly was just like, I'm not wasting my time on her. So, Elsie explains that Rolly was cool in the house, but when it came to confessional, she was just being weird as fuck talking shit, so she started talking shit back. So, Janisha asks Elsie, who else does she have smoke with? And she says, I have smoke with Moissanite and Hyena. So, she's like, Moissanite and Hyena, like, who is that? But I already knew she was talking about Killer and Rican. So, they end up asking her, did she have smoke with Pretty P? And Elsie says she don't know Pretty P like that to have a problem with her. Like, she don't understand. So, they're like, so Janisha and Saucy, this is where this was messy, and I addressed this on my TikTok. And they were like, you got smoke with Pretty P, we hearing through the grapevine, you got smoke with Pretty P, you got smoke with Pretty P. And it's like, why are you saying that you got smoke and you don't really got no smoke? But I do remember her going live with Choco, and Choco not being able to go because of her visa. So she did catch that fade, and there was an audio leak where she said, like, on catching that fade for Choco. I don't know if they cut that out or whatever, because I didn't hear it during the reunion. But yeah, so they end up being motherfucking messy, and they end up bringing out motherfucking Pretty P, you feel what I'm saying? And Pretty P was on timing, but Elsie, she was on timing too. She stood up, she already knew what it was. And Pretty P came out, you need that from me? When Pretty P came out and put that tongue out, I knew she was about to put belt. I said, oh my gosh, round 1, I ain't gonna lie, no shade. Pretty P got that. She tore Elsie about the frame. Took Elsie where she didn't want to go. Mink, mink, mow, mow. Came up out the POPPIN P, came out tonight. Like, how she was during the reunion, I felt like she should have popped more during the season then. And not just fighting Summer. Because I felt like Pretty P should have fought Lex. I felt like Pretty P should have fought Dolly. Like, it was certain things Pretty P should have done as far as storyline purposes during the season that would have made her more interesting. But I definitely liked the energy she was on during the reunion. So, now, if you guys slow it down, like, don't just watch it in regular speed because it looked like Pretty P fucking her up. But if you really slow it down, because when you watch it in just regular speed, you don't really catch it. But when you slow it down, Elsie actually was tying with Pretty P for that second round, in my opinion. I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck. From what I saw, she tied with Pretty P. Like, they both was knocking each other loose. It's just Elsie turn her head when she fights. So she's punching away. Like, not her, like, Pretty P keep her head straight. But that's kind of bad, too, because she don't weave her head. It's, like, stay in place. So Pretty P able to get, like, hit. Like, that was the problem with Dolly, like, last reunion. So I'm going to give round 2. I'm going to say that's a tie for me. Round 3, I'm going to give a tie, but I'll give more to Pretty P. But Elsie was hanging in there as much as she could. But Pretty P, I feel like it was more so a tie, but Pretty P didn't just whip her out the frame. But, I'm going to get it as a Pretty P 2-1. Or two wins and a tie. You feel me? So, Pretty P explains that, well, she was dancing first with Anna and Donna. She was, tip me through that. That shit was funny. But Pretty P explains that Elsie was on live and she said that she wanted to fight her for, Choco because Choco wasn't able to come, or she didn't like how Choco got jumped. And yeah, that's true, because Pretty P shouldn't have jumped in at the ninja place. That was fucked up. Like, I felt like they should have ran that tape back, because it would have made more context to why they fought, but, whatever. So then, Janisha ends up bringing out, K-Rican, Killer, and Fauna. You feel what I'm saying? So they come out, they hugging everybody, but K-Rican beeline to LCK. So LCK got up, you feel me? And I'm like, they get into it fast as hell. I'm like, oh my gosh. And not gonna lie, y'all can feel how y'all feel. I don't think Elsie, like, whooped K-Rican, like, out the frame. Like, I did say that at first, but I do think Elsie won. Like, Elsie did get more hits in. And K-Rican, like, she was throwing them, but none of them was connecting. Again, slow the fight down. I watched it twice. If you slow it down, she wasn't really connecting a lot of her hits. Elsie got more hits in. So I'm gonna get at the Elsie. Like, K-Rican, I don't know what she was on, but girl, yeah, you feel me? RPM but 10. You know what I'm saying? I fuck with that shit, though. Shout out to K-Rican. So, like I said, I'm gonna get at the LC, boom. So Elsie ends up calling out Killer. Killer trying to walk past, boom, boom, boom. So they start squaring up. I ain't gonna lie, Killer square up, and her fighting, she got better. I don't know what gym she was at. I don't know what lit up in her, but you know, she tired. She came, she started throwing them bitches. So her and Elsie start getting into it, and K-Ree can jump in. Like, why are y'all jumping Elsie? Come on now, like, let's be real, my nigga. Like, you do not gotta jump no Elsie K. Tasiki, like I said on my TikTok, man, Tasiki, Ivory, Lex, you know, Krishan, someone of the caliber that might break your motherfucking face, I understand a jumping needed to be had. But LCK, she didn't need to get jumped. Come on now, y'all could do that. So, and I slowed it down, because I know y'all think Killer just tore her out the frame. Listen, no, Killer was missing most of her hits. She was throwing them, but she was hitting Elsie's body. Like, it wasn't to her face. So, by the time, because Elsie did get a couple hits in before she got put to the ground by Killer. I ain't gonna lie. But Killer got Elsie on that ground and started whooping her. I ain't gonna lie. And then Elsie Gay was just on the ground out. I'm like, oh no. Like, I think, like, she either kicked her or hit her. Like, that fucked her up. And Elsie was just on the ground holding herself. And I was just like, damn. But honestly, for me, I feel as though LCK, Pretty P did their shit. Like, I would say Coachella, but I'll say maybe part 2. Because she came out at, like, literally towards the end of this part. So I wouldn't give too much on them. But yeah, Pretty P and Elsie, for me, they made this episode, like, hella lit. Like, they turned the reunion up. And I got to give Elsie respect because she kicked it off. And this was her part. Like, part 1 was really about Elsie. No shade. I'm not even going to lie. It was interesting. I'm really interested to see part 2 because I know that's going to be funny as fuck. And it's finna be fun as fuck because the big 3 coming out. So yeah, if you stay to the end, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn on post notification bells to be updated with all forms of the content. And I'm gonna see y'all next video. Yeah. Love you. Why fuck you? Why did I love you? Why did I trust you?